In today's craft tutorial, we're going to upcycle these plastic bottles into plastic flowers. Look how beautiful those look. Right, let's get into it. Okay, so what you're going to need is scissor. We're going to need a Stanley knife, as you can see I've got there in the left hand corner, and we are going to make an incision with that Stanley knife. It's not a precise science, so anywhere, but that's where I make my mark. I use both sides, so we're going to keep both of those at hand. I'm also going to do a slightly smaller one on a smaller bottle, so you can see that you can actually do it with any kind of bottle. Okay. Okay, so now we are going to take the scissors and cut the leaves. Again, this is up for interpretation. You can do round leaves. I've done, the sharp-ended leaves. That's up to you. You can leave those little bits that I'm cutting off on for extra body and depth in your flower. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, as you're going to see. And there you have it. That is one side of the flower done. I'm going to do exactly the same on this side, on this bottle, on the bigger bottle. Again, cutting my leaf. Be sure to leave a little bit that you can bend it like that. And then for the rest of it, I cut off that stringy piece, but I'm also going to bend that little piece there to form part of the flower, as you will see later on in this video. As you can see, it's taking off now. Looks a little bit like a propeller, actually. That gives me another idea. And we take off to the next scene, where we're going to do the bottom side of the bottle. Those actually have little guide marks. You can see on them little oval guide marks on that bottle. In South Africa, this is the ginger beer bottle. So if you are in South Africa, ginger beer bottles are great for these flowers because they've actually already got like a little stencil on them. See there, I'm cutting these petals into rounds at the end. Look how fast I can work, it's amazing. Okay, and there's those little triangular bits, but they can also really add value to the flower. And last but not least, as you can see, I'm figuring out which way to do it. I normally do it that way, but you can do it anyway. You can even mix the bottles up and go to town, do a lot of layering. That's also, it really works out nicely. And there I'm doing the smaller bottle. And I'm sure you get the gist. So it's really quite an easy thing to do, especially with the children. I used to teach at a youth upliftment center, and we used to do these a lot. And we actually sold them as well. People around the village loved them, putting them in their gardens. There you can see I'm at the stage where I'm gluing it together with my glue stick. And that's really just the easiest way to glue the flowers together. And I've taken the top of a roll-on deodorant there and stuck it in the middle as my stamen. I think it worked quite nicely. And now it's time for the little bottle to be assembled. Oh, don't you love that stringy stuff that the glue gun gives off? It's like cobwebs. Oh, it's so irritating. And there I've got like a effervescent bottle lid. I thought that actually really looked nice as the middle of my, I'm sort of going to make a lily out of that one, tiger lily. Okay, so now we're going to get to the stage where I am going to paint it all white. As you can see, it goes on and it starts curdling, my favorite thing in the world, but you're obviously going to have to do a second layer. So on the second layer, you're going to see in a minute that once that's dry, so please do wait for it to dry, it starts going on much better. It might need like another layer or two, but after the first layer, which you think this is ridiculous, it's not going to work, it is going to work. You just need to be patient and let it dry and do 2 or 3 layers. Now with this paint I'm using, the other one was like a student acrylic. This is like a premium acrylic. So look at it. Look at the difference. It goes on like one time. So that was quite interesting for me because I've always just used student acrylic for these flowers. So if you really do want to save yourself a lot of time and hassle, get yourself a good quality acrylic and do it with that, because that didn't need a second coat like this one did. There you can see it's starting to look much more opaque. It's coming together. I really love that that cap in the middle there. It worked out so good. Okay, and now I'm just going to put on some finer details with my acrylic markers. If you don't have acrylic markers, don't fret. You can just do this with a finer brush. If you do have acrylic markers, this is just a nice, easy way of putting in some of the finer details. As you can see there on the stamen, just doing some stripes and dots, just to give it a little bit of depth, a little bit more to look at. Obviously this is also up for interpretation. You do what you feel you want to do. You can color it whatever color you want to color it, and yeah, make a whole bunch of these beautiful flowers. What I did with these ones, I didn't film it though. I put it on my sun sail. I've got a sun sail over our pool, and I thought, oh, let me just like do little bunches of flowers. So that's what I did with these. But otherwise you can, like for my class, we used to just take sticks from the garden and just glue it to the end so that you can stick it in a flower pot, etc., or stick it in the ground in your garden. You can obviously also put, like when I attached these flowers to the sun sail, I just wrapped like that very thin wiring around the screw top bottle, which you can see at the back, and that's just an easy way to attach it to something if you want to hang it somewhere. But if you want to pop it in a pot plant or in the garden, just get a stick from the garden, a branch, a twig, anything like that, super glue it. I wouldn't recommend super gluing it. You'd be gluing your fingers together. Glue gun is the best, and just make sure you don't leave it in a very sunny spot. You know, we have very, very hot summers here. It can get up to 50 degrees Celsius. Yes, 50 degrees Celsius, and unfortunately at that heat the glue gun will melt. The glue from the glue gun melts. So just put it in a shady spot. Don't put it in direct sunlight if you are like me in a very hot climate, but it will be fine in the shade or indoors. These make great gifts, by the way, as well, and also really great to sell at markets. People really go for these. Like I said, when I was doing this for my class, they sold these. These would just sell out. People love them, and then they'd still ask, you know, do you have any more? So these are really great for reselling. And as you can see there, I've got a glass liner here. So that's an acrylic glass liner. I think this is bronze, and I'm just doing some more sort of raised dots on my flower, on the stamen and on the leaves, just for a little extra pizzazz. Don't you love that word, pizzazz? Glitzy. I love these raised liners. They are so useful for so many things. Okay, so there, that one's finished. And now for this one, I've just chosen some very basic colors to do some dots there on the leaves. As you know, tiger lilies have these dots that emanate from the stamen. And so just very simply, I think this was the simplest flower. So if you feel like you don't want to do anything too complicated, I would recommend doing something like this, because it really was very easy to do and achieve without that much artistic skill or knowledge. So there you can see, just dot 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 dot, and it's already starting to look like a tiger lily. And yeah, very easy when you're just painting it a solid white color. And I'm going to say it again, I love that effervescent top as a stamen. It just works so well. I knew I'd find some purpose for that. And I found it. And I found it in this. Okay, so I'm going in there with a brown. A little bit of a layered effect. And Bob's your uncle. Tell me in the comments below, do you really have an uncle called Bob? Because I think that would be amazing. Now it's time for the Decor varnish. So you can use acrylic varnish here. I use this Decor varnish. Just a general water-based varnish. Just to give it a little bit of protection, especially if it's going to go outside. Also gives it a bit of a sheen, which is nice. And yeah, just make sure you cover everything. Obviously you don't have to do the back because the back is already plastic and it's protected. So this, you're just protecting the paint when you're doing this. And just go in there and work your magic. And there you have it. Some great flowers for your garden, for indoor decor, for gifts, for selling. The sky's the limit. See you on the next one.